Greetings, Workplace Specialist 1 teachers, and welcome to our unit on Career and Technical Education Advisory Committees and Student Organizations. During this unit, we'll examine how important it is to develop local, regional, and national relationships with stakeholders in your content area. These stakeholders include business, industry, customers, and interested parties that can further the mission of your CTE program and influence others to do the same. We'll also examine more about career and technical education student organizations, commonly known as CTSOs, and we'll discuss the importance of those organizations to student engagement. So, as in every unit, we begin with standards-based objectives. Our standards-based objectives for advisory committees can be found here, and our standards-based objective for career and technical student organizations can be found here. Make sure and check out required readings after reading the SBOs. We have prepared for you a Indiana Advisory Committee Career and Technical Education worksheet from the Indiana Department of Education. You will learn everything you need to know about Indiana Advisory Committees. And then we also have an IDOE website where you will be able to find your career and tech ed student organization that is relevant to your content area. Of course, there are suggested readings as well. We include for you the Colorado Advisory Committee Handbook, the North Dakota Advisory Committee Guide, the Texas Advisory Committee Manual, and some information from the U.S. Department of Education on rigorous programs of study that include advisory committees. We thought it was important for you to understand what other states were doing and what the U.S. Department of Education was doing in terms of CTE advisory committees. Be sure and check out our required videos. We have some really good best practice videos here. You'll hear from Alan Taylor, who is CTE Director at Prosser School of Technology. You'll also hear from Mike Bowerly, who is a faculty member at Prosser. And you'll also hear from some CTE Advisory Committee members. And finally, a career tech ed student who is actually a officer in Indiana Career Tech Ed advisory committees. Finally, the meat of the assignment, you'll go to Unit 13, which is the written assignment. Now, there are two parts to this assignment, written assignment part 1 and written assignment part 2. Of course, written assignment part 1 is all about Indiana advisory committees. Written assignment part 2 is all about career and technical education student organizations. We have also prepared for you a number of documents that we think will be very helpful. The first is a written assignment and an example for this particular written assignment. Basically, we give you all of the instructions, and we talk about part 1 and part 2 of the assignment. Again, that's advisory committees and CTSOs. And then we give you a really good looking sample that you can use to prepare your written assignment. So make sure you read that. In addition, we have for you a template for the Unit 13 assignment. And that template looks essentially like the samples we've given you, but this is where you can actually use this template to complete your assignment. There are headers that you will definitely want to include. Written assignment part 1 is one of them. We then move on to committee and purpose, advantages and standards, advisory committee functions, and finally specific steps to getting started for continuing or starting a CTE advisory committee, because we realize some of you are first-year teachers and maybe you don't have a CTE advisory committee yet. The second part of the assignment, and this is again the template you should use, starts with written assignment part 2. You are to include the name of the CTSO, your CTSO information for your particular content area, and a discussion of how you will champion CTSOs. And finally, as in all of the units, we have included for you a Unit 13 written assignment checklist. This checklist should be used at your discretion. It's not something you hand in, but before you do complete and hand in your written assignment, you should make sure that you have gone through all of the areas here and completed all of those areas. Once you're done reading the written assignment and you have a better understanding of what is expected, we ask that you move on to group discussion. And the group discussion begins with discussion forum questions, and we of course have included the discussion forum rubric as well. Here we have a number of discussion forum questions. There are 5 to be exact, because this is a 2-part unit, and when you're ready to go to the discussion forum and discuss and answer and address these questions with your classmates, you simply click on Go to Discussion Forum. And finally, when you're done with the discussion forum, then you go back to the Unit 13 written assignment and you turn it in. So you will have prepared the assignment. If you are going to use a Word document, you simply click on Browse My Computer and you upload the Word document, and your work here is done. So my friends, that's it for the unit on advisory committees and CTSOs. We hope you learn a lot and enjoy your work here.